Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Vered. Today's video is to introduce the special issue about artificial intelligence and project management. But Vered, before jumping to the special issue, I would like that you introduce yourself and the team of editor that will be leading this special issue, please.
Okay, thank you, Giorgio, for inviting me. I will start by saying that my name is Vered Holtzman. I am a professor of management in the School of Management and Economics in the Academic College of Tel Aviv-Yafo. My main fields of interests are project management, strategy, innovation, and entrepreneurship. And for many years now, I am involved with the activities and the academic activities of PMI and how we integrate the academic knowledge with the practice related to project management. I would like to introduce also very briefly the team of editors that are working with me on this special issue. Dr. Hila Chalutz Bengal, she is from the Faculty of Engineering in Bar Ilan University. Professor Alessandro Margherita from the Department of Engineering for Innovation in the University of Salento, and Cecile Nguyen Chua from Missouri University of Science and Technology. So we are all going to work together on that fascinating special issue.
Thank you very much. This is truly a fantastic team. Let me take editor-in-chief privilege recommending the audience to check the paper that the editor wrote. And Vered, a few years ago, you wrote a paper about artificial intelligence and project management that is probably one of the best and one of the earliest papers that have ever been written, and I guess is a must read for everybody approaching this call. And obviously, our audience will be able to download the call from the link under our video and where there are all the information. So what makes a strong submission for this special issue?
Okay, so that's a very good question because we see that AI is developing really, really fast, and it is affecting everything that we are doing. So in order to submit a strong proposal and a strong paper for this special issue, I would suggest that authors will look for original evidence-based insights on how AI is shaping and reshaping the project management professional. There are many new concepts and many new applications of AI, and we are looking for papers that will highlight, on one side, the theoretical contribution, and on the other side, the practical implications of everything and different aspects that are related to the use of AI in project work environments.
And are you looking into some specific research method for the paper that are submitted? Do you have any preference?
So not specifically. I mean, we are open to diverse methodologies. There is no one that is better than the others. So methodologies that used can be qualitative, quantitative, mixed methods, whatever you find relevant. But what I would like to emphasize is that the method should fit the research question and should be well executed. This is the most important point that you should focus on when you are preparing the paper for this special issue.
So in project management, now there is a growing discussion about AI. So how should author align their paper to the theme of artificial intelligence and project management specific of this call?
So I would say, look at, from one side, the real world applications that exist or that should exist, or we hope that they will exist in the future because there is a need for that. And for that, you have to explain why there is such a need. We want to know how those AI applications or platform will improve the project management processes and achievement of work that we are doing, and also how it will affect or impact the overall decision-making processes in project management. So, that could be related to AI-driven decision support systems in project selection or prioritization. It can be related to demonstration and investigation into the advantages and or disadvantages of how to interact with AI in making decisions during the project management processes. When you plan a project and afterwards when you execute the project and so on. Another very important aspect would be the human-AI interaction. What does it mean? How does it affect the team members and their behavior in the work environment in the context of project management? So all those are just a few examples. And of course, there are many more that you can look for, but I would summarize that by when you are preparing a paper, focus on the cutting edge developments in AI, and specifically in AI related technologies that can be applied in project management.
Wow. If interdisciplinary perspectives are encouraged, and which discipline you think are the most relevant for this call for paper?
So again, we are open to different aspects or perspectives of investigations related to that overall topic, but we would find very interesting papers that are related to project planning, to predictive analytics, to resource optimization, to risk management, decision support systems, and everything that might be related to AI augmented team decision-making or human AI task allocation. What does it mean? Other perspective that you can take are related to how AI can assist project managers in their work, or maybe also other project professionals that are involved in the project execution process. And yet again, another perspective might be what is the role of AI when we are considering remote or virtual project management. And again, another perspective to look at that would be everything that is related to trust building in the project team and how AI can enhance creativity while we are working in projects. So there are many perspectives that you can take, but I would say that those very newly and development AI can really encourage us to look for interesting papers.
So would you consider theoretical paper or conceptual paper, or are you only looking at empirical paper?
So we will accept both. On one hand, theoretical and conceptual papers can contribute a lot to our understanding on the framework of project management and getting into a deeper understanding on what is needed, what exists, what should be exist in the future in order to make our work in project management not only more efficient, but also more effective. So this is for conceptual papers. On the other hand, looking on empirical papers or empirical work, those can contribute a lot for the understanding of what are the benefits that we can make out of using or integrating the AI into our project work. And again, there are many different ways to look at that. It can be in the different stages of the project management life cycle. It can be also related to the longitudinal study on how AI is transforming the way we work in projects. But at the end of the day, what is most important for us is that each one of the papers that you are submitting, either a conceptual paper or an empirical work, should be very well established and justified.
Many authors might have a question about case study, literature review, meta-analysis. Are those kind of paper welcomed?
Yeah, we welcome also those types of papers. And again, I want to emphasize the rigorous methodology that behind that serves as the ground of developing the paper. So you can take a case study or multiple case studies and analyze them in order to be able to generalize conclusions. Otherwise, it is just one case study, and in that case, it is less interesting. In a similar way, you can look at a literature review. Literature review can be interesting as long as it analyzed correctly and as long as it identifies the gaps and suggests some research directions for future studies, what is important and why should we do that. So it is not just a summary, it should have some insights that can lead other researchers and scholars, as well as practitioners, into the future of project management.
And I fully agree with this point, and I want to say also something. So this is a call for paper in the project management journal, and therefore this call for paper should fit in the style of the project management journal and the element that we care about. We care about theory and to be theoretically rich in our paper. We discussed the need for a literature review in one of our editorial. We discussed the importance of onto-epistemological positioning of the paper in one of our editorials. So in a call for paper, we expect that authors consider all these other editorial about the general paper in the PMJ and fit this editorial in the specific context of the specific topic, in this case, artificial intelligence and project management. And I'm very happy to see as a co-author, also as co-editor, also Professor Cécile Chua, which is a subject expert of ICT and artificial intelligence in project management, but is also a senior editor in our team. So someone is incredibly familiar with the style of PMJ and the requirements of PMJ. I think that you have really a dream team, Vered. Move to some question that people might have. So mistakes. So we discussed before what you would like to see, but let me ask you a very provocative question. What you would not like to see? Which are the mistakes that people should avoid when they submit to this call for paper?
Okay, so as you know, as the chief editor, that sometimes there are some submissions that have pitfalls, and I would warn, the authors not to fall into any of those, and those include a vague research question, which is not really clear, or maybe a lack of relevance to the themes. I mean, this is a special issue on artificial intelligence and how it transformed the project management workplace. So we are looking for papers that are relevant to that theme. Another mistake that some authors might do is when they fail to contextualize their findings into the project management domain. So it is not enough just to take the artificial intelligence aspect, but also to make sure it is very tightly related to the project management domains.
In special issue, we will ask a lead author and author with relevant experience that are going through the peer review process to also do peer review of other paper. So the reviewer will be a mix of existing authors in PMJ plus the author of the special issue plus the expert that we have. But what are the red flags that reviewers have typically watched for in this call for paper?
So, one of them, I think you mentioned that before, is when there is a superficial literature review. We expect the authors to know the material, to provide an extensive and reliable literature review that will support the research question that they are going to investigate. Another red flag might be related to unsupported claims. Not just to say, this is a true statement, but explain based on what. And another issue that we see sometimes is when authors use some methods, but they do not explain them. They do not explain why those are the right methods for these specific questions that they are investigating. And also, they sometimes do not explain what are the exact steps and how it was developed throughout the process. And I think an additional very important issue is the discussion. The discussion should be very comprehensive. It should be critically, provide a critical look at the results and also refer to other previous research. And only when you will have all of those, you can come up with justified conclusions that are valuable for the readers.
So I think that this special issue is going to be excellent because it's much needed. There is a stellar team of editors and it will have an impact. But what type of impact do you hope that this special issue will have?
So, the impact that we are looking for is to really to inspire future research and practice. Artificial intelligence is already here. We are no longer talking about expectations or what we would like or what we think or how we think it would affect our workplace. We are at a later stage now. And in this stage, we want to impact the overall project management profession by looking on how artificial intelligence will enable us to do our work better and also to create more valuable outputs and outcomes from our projects. So the impact that we are looking for in this special issue is really to inspire researchers, to inspire academics, and to inspire professionals to look into the future and see how the best use of AI can result in project management.
I fully agree with this statement, also considering the mission of PMJ. So I guess that we went through pretty much everything I wanted to ask you today. I guess I hope that you remain available for authors that have questions if they can email you. Are you happy about that?
Yes, of course, please. Do not hesitate to email me, to ask any question. If you have some hesitations, if you're not sure whether it is related to the special issue or not, feel free to email me, and I will be happy to help and guide each and every one of the authors who will approach me.
Well, thank you very much for this availability, Verd. Thank you very much to you and the team for volunteering in leading this special issue. It's going to be a lot of work for you, so thank you. And I'm truly looking forward to read the paper that will come out of this special issue. I guess that they are going to be incredibly rigorous, incredibly interesting, and much needed at this time. So looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Vered, for today's time and for doing this work.
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to work with the great team that we have and to lead this special issue in the really most updated and cutting edge advancements in technology that we have today, and in whatever it can benefit the project management professionals.